Hey everyone, welcome back to Paul's Model Works. And for this video I've got a couple of things that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. A couple of new things that I'm going to be doing with my channel, and just to give all of you guys out there, and hopefully some of you new builders, some insight into a few different things. First of all, I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I'm going to start calling a Bob moment. And basically what that is a builder on a budget, and I am definitely a builder on a budget. So I just wanted to share with you guys some of the things you can do to cut down costs and pick up supplies and things like that that you will need, that you can find in all kinds of different places and pay a lot less than you would at the hobby store. So I will be covering one of those in this video, and then also I've got a little tip that I wanted to share for some of my subscribers. I've had a few questions about it, so I'm going to share that with you guys. But we're going to go ahead and start with the first part, and let's talk about Bob. Well, if you're like me, you're always looking for ways to save money, and I have found some cool things, and so I just wanted to share one of these with you. I will probably do small segments on these here and there on my channel, and show you guys some of the different things that I find. But first of all, I wanted to show you guys my latest find. And for those of you that like to put custom wheels on your cars, I have got this for you. If you go to the hobby store, or if you look online at some of the different hobby retailers, you're usually going to spend around $8 or $9 for a set of custom rims, if they're by Pegasus or different ones like that. So what I have done is I've started looking at some of my local thrift stores, and you'd be surprised what you can find. First of all, I found this model here, and it's just, I'm guessing it's an old, probably remote control car, but I found it at my local thrift store, and as you see there, I paid $1.50 for it. And I am just going to throw this in the trash because I have no need for it. I just only wanted it for the wheels, which I've already cut off. And as you can see, these are the wheels right here. They're a really nice looking 5-spoke wheel, and you know, I can use them on a lot of different stuff. But you'd be surprised on some of the different toys that you can find at the thrift store. And you can find all kinds of little cars and stuff like that. You can rob the wheels off of them and maybe even some other pieces. And I paid $1.50 for this set of wheels, which would, like I said before, would normally, cost you about $8 or $9. So if you're looking for a cheap place to find wheels or buy them, go to your local thrift store and look. You might be surprised what you can find there. So anyway, that is my Bob tip for the day, and I will have some more later on, so hopefully that helps some of you guys. Now my second thing that I wanted to share is I have had a few questions about putting custom wheels on your models and how to get them to attach into the model, since they have a different setup than the wheels that came with the kit. This rim here is a custom rim by Pegasus. Now I already have brakes and brake calipers put in that. They didn't come with it. But if you look on the back, what you have is right here in the center, this little white area, that's the part that comes with the rim, and that's all you have to connect to your model. Now, if you're connecting to a model that, say, has a metal axle, then that would probably just slide right on that metal axle, and it possibly would fit just fine. But most of our models don't come with metal axles. They come with plastic axles like this one. One thing I usually do is a lot of these plastic axles here on the end will have a little piece that basically pops inside of your stock wheel that came with the kit. What I usually do is I cut that piece off and I sand that down smooth, and then I take my custom rim and I will glue it right to that. And that will usually fit right inside of your model without any problems. Sometimes you may have to go a little bit, farther in on your axle to make it fit, just depending on, what kind of model you're doing and if it's got how big of a wheel well it has or whatnot. But most of the time that seems to work for me. Unfortunately they're not going to spin or anything. They're going to be glued in place and they're just going to be stuck like that. But I don't really build these models to play with them. I build them to go on my shelf, so I don't really care if the wheels roll or not. So I am fine with them just sticking in place. So that's how I would do the rear axle. On the front axle, it's pretty much the same thing. You're going to have the little section there that would pop inside of your stock wheel. Again, I just cut that off with my X-Acto, and sometimes you may have to cut out this little piece here that would hold the wheel and maybe slide it back in a little farther so that your wheel will fit, because sometimes the wheel will stick out too far, so you just have to slide that back in. It's really easy to do, guys, so just give it a try sometime and you shouldn't have any problem getting your custom wheels to fit. So just remember, don't be afraid to cut on your model. Don't be afraid to do anything like that, because sometimes that's what you got to do to make it fit. So anyway, that is all that I've got. Hopefully that will help some of you guys out that had some questions about how to get those custom wheels to fit. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys do with that. So take it easy, keep on building, and I will be back later.